We live in the age of robots. Today's world is dominated by machinery and technology. Many people say that we should worry about the rise of robots because they are destined to steal our work and even use weapons on us. However, not all robots are threatening and evil. Some of them are just weird. Welcome to our channel. Today we will be looking at the top 10 absurd robots that scientists have actually built. Let's get started. Number 10. Irony Man, the Sassy robot. Scientists from Ausburg University have created a robot with a sense of irony. The fittingly named Irony robot is designed to be less formal and more relatable.
What do you think about fast food?
I don't eat fast food very often, but I occasionally go to Subway.
I really love fast food. It is not healthy at all.
Number 9. Skybot F-850, Russia's robot astronaut. Skybot F-850 is an android astronaut, a fully automated machine designed by the Russian Space Agency for life on board the International Space Station, I.S.S. Engineers spent 5 years developing and preparing Skybot for the challenge of going into space. The 6-foot android is built from sturdy materials to survive the blast into zero gravity, and is specially programmed to stop it from inadvertently damaging the Space Center. In summer 2019, the mechanized cosmonaut spent 2 weeks working on board the I.S.S. as a social companion to the human crew. Number 8. Lovot, the cuddly robot who helps combat loneliness. In our modern age, when everyone seems to be moving at 100 miles a second, loneliness can be a major issue. For those who struggle with companionship, Japanese startup Groove X has designed Lovot, a little furry robot who comforts people in need of a friend.
Lovot uses machine learning to learn your behaviors and respond how you want to be interacted with. If you are friendly and want to pick it up a lot, it'll ask to be picked up a lot. And if you're more of a hands-off kind of person, it'll know to keep its distance.
Number 7. Robot Translator for fish and bees. In 2019, scientists at the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology Lausanne built a machine that allows fish and bees to talk to each other. The researchers created a robot translator that can send messages back and forth between a group of zebrafish and a swarm of honeybees. The robot translator issued commands to each species, then translated their responses into signals for the other group. So the fish might be shown a color or tail movement, which influenced the direction of their swimming. This would then be translated into vibration or a change in temperature, which caused the bees to move to a different area. The bee's motion would then be translated into a signal for the fish, and so forth. Although this might sound like an absurd experiment, communicating with animals has many real-world applications, like stopping birds from flying over airports or warning bees about pesticides on plants. Number 6. Lego robot with the brain of a worm. In 2014, neurorobotic researchers mapped out the brain of a small ringworm, all 302 neurons, and turned it into a digital simulation. Simulating an entire brain is remarkable in itself, but the scientists decided to feed their virtual brain into a Lego robot. The Lego bot was hardly sophisticated. It had a sound sensor for a nose and 2 motors to act as its motor cortex. But, with a little tweaking, the virtual worm brain was able to control the robot, driving it around a test station, and stopping it from bashing into the walls. Eventually, the researchers hope to be able to simulate not just the brain but an entire worm, building the world's first digital life form. Number 5. China's robot traffic police. In 2019, China began using robots to keep control of its roads. The Handan Public Security Bureau now employs 3 styles of a robot that help their existing officers maintain order. The 3 robots are similar in design, but they each carry out very different functions. One type, the road patrol robot, seeks out and documents any criminal behavior on the roads. Its designers have even given it a uniform and hat to look more like a human officer. Another, the accident warning robot, informs nearby drivers that the police are dealing with an incident. The third type is the advice traffic robot, which helps direct drivers at vehicle management stations, whilst also keeping an eye out for security risks. People in China are no strangers to robot police officers. In 2016, authorities started to use a security robot in Shenzhen airport, and in 2017, an e-patrol sheriff was introduced in Henan. Number 4. Julia, the robot who taught herself to cook. Researchers at the University of Maryland are working on a robot that teaches itself to cook. Unlike most machines, the robot called Julia has no need for step-by-step instructions. Instead, she has taught herself to cook by watching videos on YouTube and copying what she sees. Number 3. Robot fish powered by synthetic blood. Energy storage is one of the main limitations of robotic design. Most devices either run out of power very quickly or lug around heavy batteries which slow them down. In contrast, the robot fish runs on a hydraulic fluid similar to blood inside a real fish, and receives enough power to swim upstream for 36 hours. Speed, however, is not the robot's strong point. It trudges along at a mere 1.5 body lengths per minute. Nonetheless, the robotic fish is a remarkable feat of engineering. As Professor Rob Shepard, one of the key developers at Cornell University, told journalists, "We want to take as many components in a robot and turn them into the energy system. If you have hydraulic liquids in your robot already, then you can tap into large stores of energy and give robots increased freedom to operate autonomously." Number 2. Rwanda's healthcare robots fighting coronavirus. In the Rwandan capital Kigali, robots are leading the fight against the coronavirus. The use of mechanized practitioners at treatment centers in Gatanga and Kanyunya means staff spend less time around COVID-positive patients and are therefore less likely to contract the disease themselves. The mass breakout of coronavirus has forced healthcare experts everywhere to think outside the box for ways to tackle the pandemic. Designed by robots, the 5 robots are able to keep track of patients' vital signs, convey video messages, and correct people for not wearing their masks properly. One of the androids is currently stationed at Kigali International Airport, screening up to 150 people a minute. Number 1. Aquanaut, the shape-shifting submarine. Now scientists at Houston Mechatronics Incorporated have developed a real-life transformer, a semi-humanoid robot that can convert itself into a submarine. They named it Aquanaut. The creators wanted to build a machine that combined the freedom of a long-distance underwater vehicle with the precision of a remotely operated bot. Built on a $23 million budget, Aquanaut is mainly designed for use on deep-sea oil and gas pipelines. The robot begins its descent in streamlined submarine mode, diving steadily through the water until it finds its target. After that, it begins its transformation. The top of the hull lifts up, and a head and 2 long arms are unfurled for work on the pipeline. As well as its metamorphic abilities, Aquanaut is carrying a range of sophisticated equipment. Its head has been fitted with a 3D sensor, stereo cameras, and a sonar system. Well, that's it for today. Which one of those robots did you like the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please share, like, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification button to receive our new content. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. Till then, stay safe.